you guys. So we're talking about plagiarism. So a couple of things that I read through the sources provided. One, how to avoid plagiarism. One thing that could really help is reducing how much you copy and paste. Sometimes you might think that copy and pasting is fast and easy, but then you have to look for the author, look for the year that the book was published, you have to look for where it was published, and then you have to cite the page number, and so it kind of turns into this bigger deal than simply copy and pasting. And if you're copy and pasting off of a website, you'll have to do all of that, plus, like finding the paragraph number of the website. So reducing the amount that you copy and paste, and see if you can paraphrase instead. And if you're having a really hard time paraphrasing, just reread the paragraph again to get a better understanding of what the author is trying to say, and that could help to avoid plagiarism, so that you really are putting everything into your own words instead of copy and pasting. And kind of just to point out a little bit too, only 20% of your paper should be direct quotes, 20% or less. And I'm not really sure how we measure that, but I'm sure you could figure it out. If it looks like more than 20%, you're probably, using too many direct quotes. So anyways, from my understanding, if you are flagged down for plagiarism, a log is made up for you and is then put into your file as a student and is carried with you for the rest of your time at the school, and no one really wants that. And also, I think it's based off of like a 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out kind of deal. So the first time you sit down with the instructor and have a conference, and you have to redo the entire assignment. On the second time, if there is a second time, you have an automatic fail on the assignment, and then you have to have a conference with the president or the dean. No one really wants that. And if there is a third time, you get an automatic fail in the course, and then you have to, and then there's the possibility of expulsion. And we all want to be midwives here, so let's not plagiarize and get expelled. And a couple of references to help, I think, are the writing lab we have available to us to kind of check our work, double check, triple check, and I think too, using each other, our peers. So I say, hey Sally, can you read this paper? And then say, hey Joe, can you read this paper? And hey Professor, can you read this paper? And kind of have multiple people check your work just to make sure that you're not plagiarizing. So all in all, moral of this video, just make sure to cite your sources. And that's all I got. Thanks.